A long, long time ago, in the kingdom called Fantasy, lived a king named Arthur and his daughter, Princess Willa. They mainly partake in barter trade, which is when two parties agree to trade their goods or services in the absence of money. So, what is money? Now, take King Arthur as an example. He wants a year's supply of bread and wine for his country, and he's willing to exchange them for horses and pigs. Just nice, a group of southeastern merchants docked at his port. But to his surprise, they did not want any of what the king has to offer. It was then when he realized horses and pigs are not accepted by everyone as a medium of exchange. Then he envisioned that his offer has to be generally accepted by the whole world through a magical medium called money. There are four things that money must act in order to be used to buy goods and services. Number one, medium of exchange. King Arthur decided to offer horses and pigs to the merchants in exchange for bread and wine. If the merchant accepts the offer and gives King Arthur the bread and wine, this is what we call a double coincidence of wants. However, if money were to be present, King Arthur does not have to worry whether the merchants will accept pigs and horses. With this, we know that one of the functions of money is that it is a medium of exchange. It can eliminate double coincidence of wants. Secondly, money being a standard of value. So let's say if the merchants decided to accept King Arthur's offer of pigs and horses, King Arthur would definitely be ecstatic. But there is a problem. How many does he need to offer? King Arthur then thought to himself, "Does 2 pigs and 1 horse worth 1 year's supply of wine and bread?" It was then when he realized that the value of 1 year's supply of wine or bread cannot be measured accurately with pigs or horses. However, with money, the value of goods can be measured. With this, we now know that money has a standard of value. Number 3, money being a store of value. We all now know that money can be stored and used later to exchange for goods and services. Horses and pigs definitely cannot be used as a store of value as they will either die or grow old, hence losing their value unlike money. One example of the store of value would be the king's castle. However, unlike money, it is difficult to find an interested buyer to sell his castle at a profit or even at break-even. Lastly, money being a standard of deferred payment. Let's say that the merchant agrees to buy King Arthur's horses and pigs, but he does not have enough bread and wine with him. Do you think it is easy for both parties to settle this debt using the barter system? Of course not. Therefore, money would be a standard of deferred payment as it allows King Arthur to state the value and the date that the debt has to be paid. With money, everything is clear. Let's understand the 5 characteristics of money. Remember that a group of southeastern merchants do not accept what King Arthur had offered them? This brings us to the first characteristic of money, that is, it has to be generally accepted. Not every trader wants to accept horses and pigs in exchange for their goods. Secondly, money has to be durable. Upon knowing that money has to be generally accepted, King Arthur decided to create a supply of money for his kingdom to use. He decided to use a piece of paper with his picture printed on it as cash. After a year of using paper money, he realized that his image on the paper began to fade away. He felt insulted and decided to change the material of the cash to a more durable one. From this, we now know that money has to be durable. Should it not be durable, it will not be in good condition for the exchange. Number 3, money has to be divisible. Money should have small denominations. If there is only a $20 bill in Fantasy Kingdom, King Arthur would have to buy the exact amount of bread and wine from the merchant every single time. Likewise, if the merchant wants to buy King Arthur's horses and pigs, they must either buy $20, $40, or even $60 worth of horses and pigs. How inconvenient is it if money is not divisible? Fourthly, money has to be transportable. Imagine if King Arthur had used gold as a form of money. It would then take so many men to transport the heavy gold to the merchants from his castle. Hence, money has to be light so that it is transportable. Lastly, money has to be difficult to counterfeit. Let's say after money is introduced in Fantasy Kingdom, an underground organization decided to duplicate money. Counterfeit money would soon be circulating in the kingdom and money would lose its function as a medium of exchange.